knowledge. Order. All that I have created, all the good I have striven to accomplish, now is the coming of a new age! The Rohirrim know not what awaits them. Let the riders go to war. They shall find no mercy in Isengard.
Hi everyone, and welcome to this live stream of Lord of the Rings Online. As always, of course, let me know in the comments if everything's working. Make sure that you can see the game, of course, and make sure that you can hear everything. I, as always, will be watching the comments live. I can see you right now. Hello, Matthew Fennell. Hello, Shadowhunter623. And the Decker Assassin as well. Good morning here for you as well. So guys, yes, this is Lord of the Rings Online. This is part of my series where we go back and take a look at some of the more obscure MMOs, if you like, the ones that aren't really in the spotlight. And we're just going to have a quick look at them. We've already looked at Warhammer. We're going to look at LotRO now. We'll be looking at Age of Conan in the future, probably Vanguard, EverQuest 2, all those sort of games. We'll even have a good old look at EVE Online as well. So what are we going to do today? Well, you can see here I've got a character. This is one of my favourite characters in Lord of the Rings Online. Now, those of you who aren't familiar with the game, there's a bunch of classes that are very different to other MMOs. This particular one is a Loremaster. A bit hard to describe a Loremaster. They're a caster. They're a pet class. We can summon a bird, a lynx, and a bear at this particular point in time, and we'll get to that later. They do a lot of buffing and debuffing. They also are a big utility class as well, so they basically give power and health. They're not a real healer, they're an emergency healer, but they're kind of a real support class, and I love playing it. Hey there, Drill. Who's that? Drill Teamer 104 and Daniel Zaloom. Hello, Constellation Prize as well. Good to see you guys. Now, again, let me know how the sound is. This is the first time I've actually streamed Lord of the Rings Online, so the sound settings may be a bit weird. Also, if my voice is a bit strange today, how's this for a story? I woke up today and half of my face is swollen, and I have no idea why. So, I don't know, maybe it might make my voice sound a bit weird. It hurts, I'll tell you that much. But the show must go on anyway. Alright, so I'm going to start with some basics. I'm going to show you a bit about the game, some of its quirky things, some of its really cool, unique things. But what we're going to actually be doing today is running some skirmishes. And I'll tell you exactly what they are a little bit later. But anyway, here's the first chance for you guys to win 10 internet points. I'm in a pub at the moment. I'm in an inn. Now, you probably can't tell by looking at it, but you might recognize this guy down here. Barliman Butterbur. Given that, 10 internet points for the first person who can tell me which particular inn I'm in. Alright, there you go. Butterbur is the Tavern Keep. Let's have a chat to him, shall we? Is he going to say anything? He's got nothing to say today. Sorry, maybe my sound's a bit messed up. Let's try that again. Normally they say something. Let's go and have a chat with the healer, perhaps.
How may I help you today?
That's better. Alright, not sure what's going on there. Shadow Hunter, hello. Yep, so there you go. Which particular inn am I in, pardon the pun, if Butterbur is the barkeep, the tavern keep? Alright, come on, you must know. And hang on, there's a clue, right above my head. Alright, look at that sign, you tell me. Gridania, hello to you. Yes, the stream is working, the sound is great. Hello from the west coast of Canada. Goodness me, hello to you, and hello from it's a public holiday here in Australia, Wednesday morning it is, it's about 11 AM. So there you go. Alright, come on, that's the clue right there where I'm wriggling my mouse. What is that a picture of? If you're a Lord of the Rings fan, you will surely know exactly what that is. Now, speaking of Lord of the Rings and being a fan, I'm a huge fan of this game. I've played thousands of hours in here. And you know what? One of the really unique things in this game is the music. And I reckon a whole bunch of people don't know about this. So what I'm going to do is show you. Now, if we go to our character, little character window here, I'll throw it. No, let's keep it over the side. It's pretty much the same as any MMO. We've got our slots down the side here for my actual gear, and what you're looking at is what my actual gear is. But as you can probably tell, there are cosmetic outfits in this game, and you know me. I love my cosmetic outfits, and this one has a whole bunch. In fact, you can have 8 of them. So including your equipment outfit, 7 more. So for example, if I wanted to, I can switch to my actual one that I'm wearing right now. And that's ugly. I don't like it because it's actually showing all the gear that I have, which is for my stats, if you know what I mean. So if I want, I just click on that and there I am. That is my gear. My outfit 1 is my riding outfit, I like to call it. This is what I use when I go outside. So you can see I've got a nice warm scarf on there and a jacket and some nice warm boots and a hat. And then this here is what I use for adventuring, and this is really cool. This is quite a unique dress, I guess you'd call it. I've got a backpack there with my pick in it because I do mining and I do tree felling and all that sort of stuff. Good old crafting. The crafting in LotRO is fantastic. And there we go. Daniel Zaloom, the prancing pony. Well done. There you go. And no, it's not Matthew Fennell. It's not the dancing horse. You were very close. It's the prancing pony. If you have read Lord of the Rings online, you know this is a prancing pony. We'll head out into Bree very shortly. Don't worry. One of the very cool things about this game, though, is that you can play music. Right, this is awesome. And if we go to my character screen, you'll see down here I've got a slot, which is a music slot. And I'm not sure if I've got any other instruments in my bag. No, I haven't. But basically, you can buy instruments and you can learn them in this game. It's so cool. In the current case, I've got a lute equipped. Now, I could have a flute, I can have drums, I can have like a big clarinet type thing. You can have about 6 or 7 different instruments. And hello there, Chindon7, nice to see you. And the cool thing about this, right, is that we can equip this, which I'm going to do right now. So I'm just going to type /music, and there we go. That is me with my little ute. Ute? It's my lute, not my ute. And the cool thing is, if you're musically inclined, you can actually play on the keyboard. So right now, I'm going to press the number keys 1 through to 8, and have a listen. Alright, now you should have heard me thumping on the keys there. And hello, Pico Man Games! This is the first time I've ever seen footage of this game. Well, welcome to you. And of course, all you folks must know Pico if you follow us in our Final Fantasy XIV Let's Play series. Big hello and thank you to you, Pico Man. Nice of you to join us. And welcome to Lord of the Rings Online, by the way. It's a fantastic game. Matthew Fennell, this game is indeed free to play. It's got a shop that supports it, and we'll get into that a bit later on. But pretty much the entire game, and there is oodles of content, believe you me, the entire game is free to play, and the stuff that you buy is pretty much convenience items. So it's amazing. It is absolutely amazing. Anyhow, you can see I'm playing the. Okay, I'm going to play something. All right, that's me tapping on the keys. So you can hear me. Now it just so happens to help that yes, I can play the piano. So that but if you don't know how to play, this is the cool thing. You can actually load in and freely download these sheets, these files called ABC files, right? So let's say I want to play one of those, and I've already got some that I prepared earlier. You can impress people because we're standing around the inn here. And everyone can hear this music, by the way. Check this out. You ready for this? Let's see. What's one of the names? Here we go. Alright, so you get the idea. And by the way, sorry, there's background music in there as well. Let's get out of the way a bit. No, I think that music's just going to carry on playing. Alright, so that was an idea. 10 points if you can guess what that is, by the way. So that was a Disney song. I'm going to play one more. Actually, you know what? I'm going to go outside, because then we hopefully won't have the background music of the inn. We know where we are. We're in the Prancing Pony. So let's head out. And 10 internet points for anybody who can actually guess the next one I'm going to play. Hopefully you'll be able to. I'll give you a clue. It's a very famous British TV comedy. And by the way, this isn't all you can do with the music. I'm telling you all this for a very specific reason, but we'll get there in just one sec. So we get out of the loading screen. And as it says there you go. Additional shared storage slots can be purchased from the LotRO Store. So stuff like that. Cosmetic items, fast travel items. It's fluff, pretty much. Stuff that you actually don't need to play the game, if you know what I mean. Oh, and it's daytime here. And by the way, Lord of the Rings has some of the best outdoor appearances in a game. The only one that I'd say tops it is Final Fantasy XIV. This game is famous for its outdoors. Anyway, and yes, it's a healthy game. There are tons and tons of people playing. Alright, let's go back to our music for a second. If I can type properly. There we go. I'm going to play another one. See if you guess this one. There we go, let's have her take a bow, shall we? There we go. Alright, come on guys, surely you know what that is. And by the way, to everyone who said a whole new world from Aladdin, you are 100% right. That will give you a great big clap. There we are, a nice polite golf clap, because of course I am an elf. Now if you're wondering what sort of classes and characters you can play in this game, there's a human over there. Come here. There's one running past now, by the way. Oh, and there's a little dwarf. There we go, a dwarf rogue. So yes, you can play humans, dwarfs, elf, all of the Lord of the Rings standard tropes. There's a human. No, that's another elf running past there. By the way, forgive the there's a bit of hitching going on. That's because when we stream a Lord of the Rings online, we have to play it in a window. Oh, there's someone who's riding a ram, and that's a mount that you get from the Mines of Moria, by the way. It's very, very cool. Yeah, a little bit of hitching because I have to play this in a window in order for it to stream. And when it's in a window, it doesn't like it, and it'll hitch every now and then. Hello, Brig25. Nice to see you. The Odinmon. I don't know, but it's catchy. Oh, there you go. It is. And hello, Twilight Archon. Nice to see you as well. That was the theme from Faulty Towers. You know, John Cleese. Basil? Yeah, that's what that was the theme from. So very, very cool. Alright, so here we are outside in Bree. This is the Prancing Pony that we were in. And of course, also, who is in there? Well, you know who's in there. Aragorn is in there, in fact. And also, oh, you know what? There is somebody in there. A certain wizard with white hair. That's right, Gandalf is in there as well. That's very cool. But anyhow, what I want to show you is a couple of things with my Loremaster here. So I'm going to summon my pet. This is my pet Winnie. Winnie the Bear. Winnie the Pooh. There she is. Hey, Winnie. Winnie has been a faithful companion of mine for a very long time. She's very huge, very ferocious, and as you might imagine, yes, I am an elf, by the way. Daniel Zaloom, I am definitely a elf. She's a fantastic tank. If I want to go in and do tanking stuff, that's her. She has all of these abilities which can aggro and gain threat, like this one, Roaring Challenge, etc. And boy, that Roaring Challenge of her is very cool, by the way. I also have, if I dismiss her just for a second, see you later, Winnie. I also have this here, which is a lynx. And the Lynx I've got in stealth mode, which is why she's kind of see-through at the moment. You may not be able to see her too well. She's DPS, pure DPS, and she sneaks up behind foes and just completely demolishes them. She's awesome. So tank DPS, and I also have at this level a Raven. This is my Raven lore. Yep, that's right, Winnie the Pooh. There he is, my Raven, and I've called this Black Hawk because, of course, then when she gets shot down, it's Black Hawk down. Yeah, anyway, Black Hawk, what her sort of abilities are controlling, if you like. So if we have a little hover over hers, you can see here, Benediction of the Raven. This skill makes the target more vulnerable to fire, which is great because I've got lots of fire skills here. This channeled skill debuffs archers' damage by denying them the ability to fire. So in other words, that debuffs ranged users. This one here actually does a self buff, which protects the Raven from shadow and melee attacks. It has a evade chance increase and a great big armor value increase and shadow damage mitigation. So it depends on the situation as to what you want to summon. And again, we'll come up against that very shortly when we do what we're going to do. Constellation Prize says, this game wouldn't let me name my bear Chewbacca. There you go. Well, that's quite funny. Alright, now it just so happens I've got a bunch of mounts in this game as well. I've been playing this for a long time. One of my favourites here is this one, which is the Blue Rowan Horse, which I can't even remember where I got this from. It was some event, but it's very cool. You can see it's got some really nice, what do they call that again? Not saddling. Oh, what do they call it? Barding. That's right, the barding there. It's got some pretty pictures on it. I love riding around on a horse in Lord of the Rings Online as well. You can see your head, you sort of pull the reins as you move. It is very cool. Very cool indeed. I love it. Now, anyway, the reason I was talking about music before, by the way, is because what you can do is you can join up... Oh, look, here's somebody firing off fireworks. Very cool. Oh, and there's some awesome fireworks in the game as well. And, oh, that reminds me, I've got to show you me smoking my pipe. Anyway... with music, if you get yourself in a party, and quite often here on Elindelmere, which is where I am in the game, that's the server I'm at, there's a couple of bands here, and what they quite often do is they stand up here on this rock outside the Prancing Pony, and there'll be about 4 or 5 of them, and one will play the lute, another will play the flute, another will play the clarinet, another one will play the bass, another one will play the drum, etc, etc, and they actually perform as a band, and they'll play original music and they'll play covers, and the way you do that is through the music system. And there's a little thing, if we type /music, in fact I better hang on, get off my horse or else it probably won't work. There we go. When you're playing music, as you know, music /music, here I am, you can just freeform like this and play with other people, but it's very hard to sync up with them. So what you can do is you can type a command called sync. You literally type /sync and then play the file. And what happens is that everyone in your party, and again in this case quite often there's 5 or 6 of them up there, they actually play the song with drums, bass, a lead, a melody, a rhythm section. It is a sight to behold, and you'll literally see hundreds and hundreds of people standing around here as the the Elimdir Music Society, which is I think their name, gives a concert, and it can last for about 30 minutes, and people are here and they'll dance. Let's see some dancing. Come on, dance. Right, that's the basic dance. You can see I'm clapping. I also have a bunch of different unlocks for my character. I've got elf dancers and I've got dwarf dancers and human dancers and all sorts of things. But it's really fun. It is really cool. And the sight of seeing hundreds of people here all getting into it and having a good time to a live band is just one of those unique things in Lord of the Rings Online. It's absolutely amazing. I love it. Now, speaking of a couple of unique things before we get off and do some stuff. So choppy, Twit, yeah, it's not choppy. The stream health is good, so I'm afraid it's probably your download. Dragonstone Gamer says here, since you like to play female characters, have you ever considered playing a female hunter named Katniss? Katniss? No, I haven't, no. Agent Rainer 96, what an odd question for you to ask. Could you do a live stream for Global Agenda? Why you would ask that in the middle of a Lord of the Rings Online stream, I have no idea. But anyway, thanks for that. And yes, I've already got Global Agenda. If I was going to do any streams like that, I'd actually do Tribes Ascend, not Global Agenda. Alright, so anyway, let's have a look at some of the screens and stuff that are in this game. We've got our skills screen here, obviously. That's like anything else. You've got your active skills, your passive. You've got fellowship maneuvers, and this episode's not going to be long enough to describe what they are, but in short, when you're in a fellowship, which is a party, and you go and do an instance, sometimes you can initiate a fellowship maneuver, and there are tons and tons and tons of them all listed here. Basically, it means that you all have to coordinate, and if we have a look at this, here we go, for this particular one here called Noble Lineage, the first fellow has to click on a green, then a green, the third and fourth people have to click on blue, etc, etc. There's lots and lots of combinations, and you perform very special, massive, huge, powerful moves as a fellowship. So it requires coordination amongst your party, and they are awesome. And it's another great, unique thing in this game. So not only are you using your skills in an instance, but you're using your skills together to do these particular things called fellowship maneuvers. And it's fantastic. It's just awesome. And of course here are all of my mounts. We've got a Bree horse, we've got the Springfest horse, that was a special one I got, a blonde sorrel horse, got a number of those different ones. We've got our titles here. Look at this, I've got hundreds and hundreds of titles because I've played this game for so long. There we go. All of these, they come from crafting, from performing special world events. I could go on and on. There's tons and tons of these, and of course, look at this, artisan prospector, artisan forester, they're obviously crafting ones, expert tailor there, master, expert tailor, blah blah blah, there's tons of them. Skirmish, recruit, I've got so many it's not funny, so that's really cool, really personalise it. Biography here, of course, role-playing is a large element of Lord of the Rings Online, and you can have your background here, and like I guess this game had it way before Star Wars The Old Republic. You've got family stuff, so you can have a parent, you can have a child, you can change the generation, you can actually belong to a family in this game and have a backstory. It's very, very cool. We've got our wallet here which shows us all of our cash and different currencies. We've got housing in this game. Now unfortunately I haven't played for a while, and I do believe that my house is locked at the moment, but you can actually have a house, and you can store things in it, and you can completely customize it, and you can have your own rugs and your own pictures on the wall and your own bed, etc, etc. You can arrange the yard, you can have a well out, and you can change where the trees are, and you can craft all of those if you're a crafter. It is amazing. You can see there it actually has an upkeep, and that is my house address, 3 High Road, Shell House in the Bree Highland Homestead. So very, very cool. I also have a kin house. I belong to a kinship, and they have a massive big homestead there where you have events, you have role-playing events, you have storage, extra storage in your house, and the guild halls. It is amazing. I won't go on too much about it, but it's really cool. Got our hobbies here. At the moment my hobby is fishing. You guys know I love fishing, and we'll do some fishing later on. Got my reputations here, tons of those. All of them, look, the Men of Bree, the Rangers of Estelden, the Inn League, the Matham Society, blah blah blah. There's a whole bunch of them. My Ale Association, which is basically about getting drunk. And we also have Hobbit ones as well. Hobbits are awesome. Hobbits love their pies. By the way, look at that. You can see that it is coming up evening or morning, can't tell which. And look at that sky, it is beautiful. Like I said, this game is only rivaled pretty much by Final Fantasy XIV in my opinion as to the graphics, and we'll go for a bit of a jaunt out the front here in a minute so you can see that. Reputation, we've got PvP. PvP is a big part of Lord of the Rings Online, and fortunately it's a separate part, and people will be pleased to know that. So if you're not into PvP, you can completely ignore it. If you love PvP, you can embrace it. I love that about a game. It is really cool. Alright, what else do we have here? We've also got our crafting window. Won't go on too much about it, but you can see I'm a forester, a prospector, and a tailor. Basically, this is all my recipes here. Tells you what I need. Wait for that to load in. Come on, there we go. And you can see you have to equip certain tools and be at a certain place near a workbench. It tells you what you can get, what your ingredients are. It's pretty much the same as any crafting, but I do love crafting in this game. And in fact, when you do craft in this game, you don't just sit there sort of twiddling your hands. You actually, for example, if you're a cook, you actually come in and you pull out a saucepan and you mix it, and you can see the stuff, it's very detailed crafting. There you go. Let me check comments for a minute before we go on. Here we go. You need a husband. Yes, that's right. Twit Archon says, if I didn't actually have the stream on my screen, it doesn't lag and you can listen to it. There you go. Odimon is saying, have they added a different hobby besides fishing yet? Not that I'm aware of, Odimon. Not that I'm aware of. Alright, we've got the social stuff, and that's pretty normal as well. Social, of course, is all of my friends, who's around. You can look for group, very, very well done. You can put yourself out there and say, hey, I want to run this particular dungeon. We'll see that in a minute. We've got deeds. Now, deeds are, again, something that's probably not something we've got enough time for here, but as you do things in the game, you get deeds. Now, some people say they're like achievements, and you can think of them like achievements. There are thousands and thousands of them, trust me, and you get them for skirmishes, for instances, for hobbies. You get class, race, or epic specific ones. You get regional specific ones, and then once you go into those regional ones, you get zones within it. So for example, if I look at Eriador here and we go to Breeland, you can see here's one, Breeland Woodsman Advanced. I have to defeat awakened trees in the old forest. Now I've currently achieved 22 of 40 of those. When I achieve it, I will get 10 turbine points. Now this is very important, folks. I will get 10 turbine points. That is a currency that you can use in the LotRO Store. I'll repeat myself. By doing deeds, you earn currency to spend in the store. Alternatively, you can use your credit card and buy points. But if you don't want to spend a dime on this game, you can buy everything in the shop by doing deed. That, to me, deserves a special round of applause. To Turbine, because that means you don't have to spend a cent on this game. And not only that, but every single deed here gives you something worthwhile in the game. And I'll show you that in a minute as well. Because, for example, in this case, it's giving me Fortitude. It's giving me plus 279 non-combat morale regen. That's health. It's giving me plus 8 might, and it's giving me a resistance rating of 259. You're getting rewarded in terms of in-game currency for their store and for your character builds, and I'll show you that in just a minute. Here down the bottom, I can click accelerate, and that means I can go and spend real money on it if I want. And it will actually accelerate that little bar there, if you like. Dragonstone Gamer is saying, since I don't know much about Final Fantasy XIV, now there's certain things that can only be done during the day and night. Yes, in this game you can only do certain things during the day, especially sneaky quests. It'll say that you have to go and infiltrate an area like a Men of Bree zone where you have to go and take down a guy, but you can't go during the day, you have to sneak in at night, or where there's ghosts and you can only see them at night, etc, etc. So it's very, very cool. So yes, this is great. Let's have a look at this one. Brood Hunter. Defeat Barrow Spiders in the Barrow of Taradan. That's in the Great Barrow Downs. And you can see here I get myself a title in this case. And I get 5 turbine points. Gravedigger, etc, etc. Then we go to another zone. Here's the Shire, you know. Here is Ered Lewin, etc, etc. All these zones. Lone Lands. Here we go. Let's have a look at, where is it? The Eastern Ruins. Yes, so find Ost Galamar, find Ost Lagris, etc, etc. My reward is level 6 Patience Virtue, and that gives me actual stats. You can track them down the side, you can add them to your tracker. It is very, very good. It's the best achievement system, if you like, that I've ever seen pretty much in a game, and I love it. And by the way, look at this, I'm trying to get so many of them. There are literally thousands of these. It's great fun. If we go to my quest log, you can see I've got hundreds and hundreds of quests here. It's broken up by zone. It tells you the backstory. It tells you exactly what you need to get. You can show the history of it here, so you can see exactly what happened beforehand. If, like me, you've had a break from the game and you have no idea what's going on. You can filter them by epic quests, raid quests, reputable quests, group quests, fellowship quests, if you don't want to see everything in here, and you can track them or not. It is just fantastic. Color coded, so you can see whether or not they are too hard for you. So for example, if we go into Breelands, which is where we are now, you can see pretty much everything I've got in here is well below my level. They're level 20 and 21, but I've still got quests, and I still get rewards, and I will still get increased reputation with the Men of Bree, and I still get my rewards. You don't get gimped. So there's, you know, because this is a story-driven game, if you like Lord of the Rings Online, you're going to have a absolute, I mean, you're going to love this. But there's still reason to go back and do these because of the story. It is just fantastic. By the way, I realise that the light is fading. I want to head out the front there when we had the sunset so you could see the view. There we go, Sir Spoloogie, Sir Sploogie is saying, Sam, I just want to say I love all your vids and Let's Plays. Keep up the awesome work. Thank you very much, kind sir. Macredible, I am on the Elendilmer server, just so you know. Oh, you know what? After all my blabbing there, I've completely missed the sunset. I'm so sorry. It doesn't matter though. The world still looks incredible, and we'll get out here. Hopefully you guys can see it's a very active game. There are players everywhere. We're going to get some pitching as we head out. Okay, and it was turning to night. You can see the lights of Breetown that are coming on. By the way, here's a map of Bree. You can see they've updated the maps now, which is awesome. If I zoom out, this here, come on, there we go. That is Bree land, and we're just in this little small portion of it here. I'm going to go out the front here. Very old school maps, of course, fitting of Lord of the Rings Online, which is great. But bugger it, look at that, the sunset has gone. I'm so sorry about that. Oh well, never mind. What we're going to do is we're going to have a bit of a ride, and we're going to go and do some fishing, because you guys know how much I love my fishing. But hopefully you'll be able to tell that this game is a looker. It is a beautiful looking game. It really, really is. The vistas in this game are incredible. Especially, by the way, 5 years ago when it came out. This game was exceptional. And by the way, today, this very day, there's a reason why I'm live streaming LotRO today. Because this very day is... It is the... What is it? The 5th anniversary of Lord of the Rings Online. How's that, folks? It came out in, I think, 2007. This day in 2007. By the way, I'm looking for a bridge. Oh, there's a young field beyond. Where's that bridge gone? It must be up north a bit more. Yeah, so today it is 5 years old. So congratulations to Turbine and Lord of the Rings Online. How awesome is that? It's got to be a bit of a milestone. Right, let's cut in here a bit. By the way, the water looks gorgeous as well. I love this water. Oh, now here's some mining. We're going to do this just so you guys can see what it's like to grab some ore. Now what we have to do is I have to equip a tool. And you can see I've got axes and prospector's tools and tailor's tools. I'm going to equip my axe. Come on. Why won't you equip? Maybe I've already got it equipped. Oh, I do. There you go. Bad Sambo. We just right click on that. There we go. Daniel Zaloom, speaking of Vista, please get Windows 7. No, I'm not going to get Windows 7 because I've sorted out my Vista woes and I actually prefer Vista at the moment. It's running like a dream and I love it, so no. You should do live stuff more often. Who's that? Minoru389. This is, I think, the 3rd live stream in a week that I've done, and got another one coming up on Friday with Regina J. Lacerda and myself. We're going to be doing some more League of Legends. Oh, I love this game so much. Alright, let's have a look at some more of these. This is the title panel. We've already seen that. We've got this one here. This is the traits panel. Now, this is what I really wanted to show you guys. All of those traits and rewards we were talking about earlier go in here. This is like your talent tree for Lord of the Rings Online, if you like. Let's get a nice vista before we have a good look at this. I love this lake up here. We're going to do some fishing, hopefully, here. There we go. Look at that. Look at the reflections on the water. The hill in the background there, it is just, seriously, and it changes throughout the day. I mean, this is night time, so I guess it's kind of the most boring scenery-wise of the game, but it feels awesome. But during the day when you got your sunset, and yes, there's weather in the game, it is just, seriously, I've got some screenshots that I still put up on my desktop today because it's like looking at a picture postcard. It is amazing. Anyhow, here we go. I have to go to bed soon. Oh, there you go, 11-year-old boy. It's all right. We were all 11 once. Shadowhunter623. Hope you have a good sleep, mate. There you go. Alright, so these are the rewards that we get. These are traits, and we earn these traits in a number of ways. Virtues, and we get them from races. There's class-specific ones. There's legendary ones. And basically, if you want to know how you get them, you can hover over. Here's one I haven't got. You can actually earn them, and it takes me straight there. There we go. By using an ability, Beacon of Hope, and you can see 398 out of 600 uses, I get this trait, a class trait. It's that easy, called Light of Hope, and it gives my morale a 40% reduction in all of the costs. It gives me a minus 10-second cooldown, how's that, and a minus 1 second induction time. Plus, if I stack it with other things, you'll see down the bottom here, as I hover over this, if I have 2 equipped, I get plus 10% to the healing of my inner flame. If I have 3 traits equipped in this particular slot, it is minus 5 Sign of the Wild's Rage attack duration, etc., etc. You get all of these rewards for doing these deeds. And this is where they end up here, where you slot them in. I've got 3 different talent trees here, by the way. You can see I've got the Keeper of Animals, I've got Master of Nature's Fury. So basically I've got a pet one, I've got a fire-based DPS one, which I have slotted traits in here, you can see. And I've got basically a utility one, which I've also slotted traits in as well. So you can see here the bonuses. for 2, 3, or 4 active ones. Look, I won't go into it too much because it's very complex, but you slot them in here. And here you can see I've got an empty slot that I can put a legendary trait in. And you can see I've leveled these ones up, 4, 6, 5, 4, 3. They are slots that I've actually taken a trait and leveled them up by adding more to them. It is very, very cool. So you can build, in other words, the amount of customization you've got. Oh, look, we're getting a deep red sky. Oh, beautiful. Look, it's reflecting off the water. Hope you can see that in the YouTube stream. It is just gorgeous. Oh, yeah. All right, so we've got the purple sky at night. That's not so bad if you ask me. Yeah, the builds you can use for your character are just incredible. They are so complex, and, you know, the customization in this game is insane. It is insane. Alright, now what I want to do is, hopefully in my bag, seeing as we're out here enjoying the scenery, have I got any pipeweed? And of course, pipeweed in the game, yes, you smoke it, you stick it in your pipe rather, and you smoke it. I bet you I don't have any on me. If I haven't, then that's me being completely ill-prepared. Come on, please let there be... Oh! Here we go, sweet leaf pipeweed. I have got some. Okay, now hopefully it's the right stuff. I'm going to zoom in here. We're going to turn around and zoom in. I want to show you what happens when we smoke pipeweed in this game. Let's do it. Here we go. We're having a bit of a smoke. Oh, I say. There we are. Now, come on, be nice to me. Is it the right one? You can hear her puffing away there. There you go, folks. Look at that. Okay, that one blew butterflies. Now, you know that Gandalf actually does that. It's fantastic. I love it. There are all different ones, and this one was actually crafted by a friend of mine there, Catherine. Thank you to her, by the way. There are a whole different bunch of them, and you can have the sailing ships just like Gandalf. There's a whole bunch of stuff. It is so cool. I absolutely love it. Oh, I'd hate to show you that one. Alright, now, but fishing. Let's do some fishing. In fact, I wonder, hang on, I might go on a bit of a jaunt and see if we can do some fishing somewhere else. Where are we? We're over here. I'm actually going to go for a ride, if you don't mind. And we're going to try some fishing in another favourite spot of mine. So let's mount up. Even though that's a beautiful view, I think the view where I'm going is even nicer. And don't you love the way that they summon the horse, by the way? Give it a bit of a whistle, and off they come. Now we're going to craft, going to go past a crafting site, I think, somewhere up here. Is there a workspace? I think this is, yeah, there we go. So that there is a forge. That's what a forge looks like, by the way. And there you go, you can see someone actually doing some crafting, a blacksmith there. So they have these strategically placed around the world. It's pretty cool. Oh, you know, there's so many places I could show you in this game. All of the iconic places, in case you're wondering, by the way, are here. So, of course, over the side here, if I go over to, let's go to the Lone Lands. We've got Weathertop. There it is. Weathertop is there, which is, of course, where the Fellowship in Aragorn had their epic battle with the Shades. You can do that in the game. That is absolutely part of it. We can keep going out. If we zoom right out, we've got the Trollshaws, we've got the Misty Mountains. If we go into the Trollshaws, here we go. We've got Rivendell. That is Rivendell, and that is the last homely house of Elrond. Is right there. I was there visiting him not so long ago, and it looks just like the movies, and it is awesome. Zenwing, a big hello to you, saying, I love LotRO big time, and the fishing is awesome in this game, but you hate the spiders. Yes, I hate the spiders as well. Nice to see you, X-Wing. By the way, Zenwing is not X-Wing, not Star Wars. Zenwing is an officer in our DC Universe Online League, so it's nice to have you along here. Regibar24, hello, nice to see you as well. Good to see you. Now, by the way, that person over there is on a very fast mount. They're level 75, much higher than me. There we go. Picker Man Games is saying, I don't know if they would have paper that thin in Middle Earth, to be honest. There you go. Who knows? This game really respects the lore. Oh, there's some mining. Got to get that. Got to get my shinies. Very much respects the lore. If you enjoyed the books, you're basically going to have a nerdgasm in this game. There's so much content, and it is awesome. This is where I have to change tools, so I'm going to actually go from my axe to my pick. Oh, hang on, was I? No, I was... Oh, silly me. I was actually doing... Yeah, I was doing stone and ore before, wasn't I? So I don't have to. Silly me. There we go. 5 chunks of silver ore. And guess what, guys? I've run out of inventory space. Because that's me. Oh man, now I can't ditch that. That's a quest. What do I ditch? Bloodstone. Yeah, I'm going to get rid of this bloodstone. Goodbye. And we'll take that one instead. Loot all. Because of course I need all of this stuff here for my crafting, so I definitely want to be taking that. Let's mount up again. So yeah, if you like Lord of the Rings Online as a book or the movies, you're gonna be, yeah, like I say, nerdgasm in here because there is so much content. I mean, I've literally been playing this for 5 years. I'm nowhere near exploring all the zones. Nowhere near, and yes, I know there's ore over there, but I won't do it because it probably bores you guys to tears. I want to take a shortcut up here, by the way. In fact, I might go up here into the northern Bree fields. We'll go up here. There is so much content in this game and so many zones to open world explore. It is not funny. Like I say, I've been playing for 5 years and I've got nowhere near finishing it. By the way, a little known fact for Lord of the Rings Online, the game, you can actually navigate in this game by the stars. It is that in detailed, right? You can actually do it if you really want to. You can turn off the map, turn off all the tracking and all the rest of it, and actually navigate legitimately by stars. It's awesome. Sorry, missed out a few questions there. Let's have a look. What do we got here? Not sure if it's been answered or this already, but to Tallahassee and Regina Lacerta, do they already play this game? And if not, will they? No, they don't, and no, they won't. What do we got here? Sayo, oh, is Sayo Mayo in here? Did I miss Sayo? Oh, there he is, D-Lane814. Hey there, mate. How's it going? Good to see you. Gander at the Night Star. What's there? Regiba is saying, Gander at the Night Sky. Apparently that game is a pretty one. Yes, it does. And like I say, you can navigate by it. It's very cool. Yes, I've already gone to Moria. And yes, it is long. But what do you expect? It's, it's dwarven mines. Of course it's going to be horribly long. But I love it down there. It is awesome. This is where you buy your mounts from, by the way, and some of you again who know the movies and the books will know some of these characters here. Son of Eogar. Eogar is the horse vendor, if you like. There he is. But yeah, what I want to do is get up to this lake up the north and do some fishing for you guys. And normally it's a beautiful view, although you know what, the best time of the day there is unfortunately, the sunset. We've missed that. Oh, now this reminds me too. Speaking of crops, crafting in this game is incredible. And when you actually are a farmer, you literally have to go and it's this vicious circle. You actually go and harvest the seeds. So the seeds that you actually use, you can grow yourself. You then go literally into a field. Whoopsie. Yikes, there's some water. You literally go into a field, you scatter them or you have to prepare the field, you scatter the seeds on the field, you then actually have to basically tend to them, and then you harvest them as plants growing in the field. And then of course, if that crop is no good, it will become seeds which you can then replant. If it's a good crop, that's how you get your potatoes and your carrots and all that sort of stuff, which you can then, as a cook, go into a cooking area and make pies and make soups and all of the good stuff that, in fact, we've probably got in our bags here. If we have a good look here, yep, there we go, crafted by someone else. I've got some food there. What else have I got? I should have lots of food, actually, if we look at it. I'm trying to find it. Anyway, I do have food. Here's a recipe for a straw tart that I've got in my bags. Here's some food, perch fillets, again crafted by another good friend of mine, Catherine, and you can see she's made those. She would have cooked them and probably would have had to have used some herbs and spices that she grew, and I know that she's a cook. She definitely has a farm and she cooks. It's just, yeah, seriously, it's like, I don't know how to describe it. I mean, it's kind of like Animal Crossing, I guess, is a good way of putting it. Can you open the map again? I certainly can. Let's open the map. That is just for you. Harvest Moon, exactly. It is like Harvest Moon. That is it. The map, by the way, if I zoom right out, it keeps going now. And we've now got Rohan and Moria and Eriador and Gondor, Rohan-Vidian. It is just amazing. This is Moria that someone was asking about before. If we go in there, here we go. These are the great halls, the great dwarven halls of Moria, and that's the entrance over there. Great Delving, for example, there it is. These are huge, these areas, so don't let that put you off. They are just massive. It takes you a very long time. Here's new areas as well. This is Lothlorien, and it's beautiful questing through here, by the way. It is just amazing. To Mirkwood, Here we go. Mirkwood is in the game now. Dol Guldur. All of these are new areas to the game that some of you may not have seen, by the way. We can move this out of the way. So yeah, there's just seriously so much content in this game. It is just incredible. So yeah, there you go. Hope that helps you, whoever it was. We've got Shire. I'd love maybe we'll go to the Shire at some point before this episode is over, because of course up here we've got the hill and the overhill. You guys know who's up there. Look at that. It's Bag End, just north of Hobbiton, so we can actually go and see the party tree that was in the movie. Frogmorton is there, Hobbiton, Rushock Bog, all of those places. It's absolutely incredible, by the way, going through the Shire. Of course, it's very much Hobbit driven, so we're collecting pies and snooping on people and getting gossip and delivering the mail and all those sort of great things. It's fantastic. Go and visit all the places from the movies. Is that in order, or is it still series for life? Well, do you know how long it would take to visit all the places from the movies? It would take days. Okay, so firstly, I don't like being told to do stuff, so please and thank you is nice, manners are good. But secondly, no, we might get to go and see somewhere in the Shire or something like that. What I'm trying to do is get around this river here, and where are we on the map? We're up here. I'm just trying to get over to Nen Han. By the way, we can go down and have a look down in this river. It's actually like a raging white river down there. It's probably not going to show because it's too far away. It's very cool. There you go, you can hear the sounds of the night. It's very awesome. Let's have a look on our map. Right, we're getting closer. I just want to get down here to the bottom of Nen Han because it is beautiful. I love it down there. Although it would have been a much nicer place at sunset, unfortunately. Incredible. It's free to play now. Yes, it is free. You can actually play through all of the content. Oh, and here's a Tarkip. That is an orc. Nasty orc. Now he's not aggroing on us because he's way below us. He's level 21. I'm double the level 22. Of course, when I was originally questing, there's a Tarkip. What are they? Yep, there's a Tarkip camp actually, and I would have been questing through here. I would have fought all these guys then. And yes, don't worry, we're going to be doing some combat. We're going to actually do a skirmish in this game, and I'll explain what that is. But yes, all of the content pretty much is free. It just depends, like I said earlier. There's some convenience items. In fact, look, I'll open up the store once we get to the lake, so you can actually see what sort of stuff is in there. It's just things for people who don't have as much time. You know, if you want to advance things faster, buy mounts, buy special food. It's all that sort. None of it, in my opinion, is actually game breaking, which is great. There's Chetwood over there. That's a big forest. We should actually start to see Weathertop off in the distance there, because it is, by the way, apart from a couple of zones, it's pretty much open world. You can just run from one zone to another, which is amazing. Oh, here we go. Here's some wood. Let's harvest that. Now I'm going to have to actually change my tool. So what I do is I've got one on the hotbar here. By the way, I'm getting that by shift. I hold down shift. If I bring up my forester's axe, there we go. That's now equipped. You can see that. And then if I right click on this, there we go. No, you can't fight mounted. Speaking of mounts, let's get back up. Hey there, Toybot06. Glad that you're able to catch a live stream. Nice to have you along. Am I looking forward to the Hobbit movie? Sambo says. Chindori7. Yes, I am. I'm absolutely looking forward to the Hobbit movie. You seen the trailers? How could I not be? Good lord. Right, what I'm going to do is take a risk, and we're going to go down this hill. Let's go off-roading. Come on girl, down you go. There you go. Don't you like the sideways movement of the horses, by the way? It's fantastic. Now, if I was a hunter, I'd be wanting to hunt all of these pigs and stuff down here, by the way, as well. I love this lake. I don't know what it is about this lake, but it feels like kind of a lake from New Zealand. Deep, cool, or freezing cold, more like, and the water, you can see through the crisp water. It really is what it's like. Honestly is. Oh, these turtles. Gosh, I remember questing through here. I hate these turtles. Alright, let's go down here. I just want to go around the edge. But can you see how awesome it looks? You probably can't tell in the YouTube video. And again, it's the wrong time of day. But the water is just, yeah, like I say, it's very realistic. And you really do feel like you're at the edge of a freezing cold mountain lake. It is fantastic. It's going to go around a wee bit more. One of my favourite fishing spots. By the way, if you're wondering where we are on the map, we're up the top right-hand corner there. There we go. Now, I think I may get dismounted across here. Yeah, it was just a bit deep. You can actually ride through shallow water, but sometimes it's just a bit deep. There's some more iron there. There's a nasty monster in here, by the way, as well. Nasty, nasty monster. Hopefully I'll keep away from him. Let's mount up again just a wee bit further. Yes, Toybot06, the graphics of this game are amazing. Constellation Prize, that's a great question there. Have you ever seen the filming of the movies? Yes, I actually lived in Wellington when they were filming all three. And I've got the very, very nice ability to be able to say that I've been to the sets. In fact, they kept a lot of the sets open. I went to Hobbiton. A lot of sets were actually above a motorway in Wellington. I went to actually one of the rap parties, and I went to the opening with Peter Jackson and all of the actors. It was amazing. I'm very fortunate to have done that. Alright, let's do some fishing, folks. Let's do this. Now, fishing is great in this game because you can see here, where are we? I've got myself a post-dolph. That's what I've got equipped at the moment. Now, where is it? What have I got here? Return to Rivendell. You can tell I've been to Rivendell because I've got a skill that takes me back there. If I go into my hobbying, here we go, fishing, all I have to do is click on it, and if you see that, you cannot fish because your inventory is too full to catch what I fish. I'm terrible, aren't I? Oh my lord. Alright, what can I get rid of? Seriously, I needed to go to the bank before I came out here. That's terrible preparation on my behalf, and I'm very, very sorry. Got lots of food there, I've got some travelling rations. None of this stuff I want to get rid of! Okay, well, I'll get rid of ashy resin. Yes, get rid of all of that. Are you sure? Yes, it makes my... Got a relic there. I'll get rid of that. Relic of Loth. No, actually, I better not get rid of that one. An amethyst. I'll get rid of that. Alright, here we go. Alright, let's have a bit of a fish. Stand in the water. Now, once again, by the way, the other thing I should have been doing while I was riding around on my horse, of course, is to go into my cosmetic outfit. And I should have been wearing my riding outfit because that's what I actually use to ride. Silly me. So remind me, we'll put that on when we ride out of here. If you're into a bit of light sort of role-playing, lore-playing. Here we go. Let's do a fish. Oh, and I don't have the right hobby tool. Now, wait a minute. Where is my fishing pole? Again, it's been so long, folks. What's that? Loremaster's Staff of the Second Age. Where's my fishing pole? Please tell me that I've brought my fishing pole, because if I haven't, I'll be very upset. There we are. Basic fishing rod. There it is. Alright, good stuff. Thank goodness for that. Alright, now we can fish. I love the fishing animations in this game and the way that you flick it out there. There we go. Oh, there we are. Got a catch. Did you see it? It's pulling there, and there we go. We're tug of war with the fish. And what happened? Did we get it? If we get to see one? Yes! Look at that. Did you see? And I actually put it into my little fishing bag, which, by the way, I got myself a char. I've got a cosmetic outfit on at the moment, but when you equip your fishing, you actually have a little fishing bag at your side. It's quite cool. Now, if we go into my bags, we should see, there it is, and you can tell what's new because it has a little red mark on it, a brown coloured fish with an orange underside. Now, by hovering on that one, I can tell that that's basically vendor trash. That's junk. So I'm going to get rid of that right now, and we're going to fish again. While we fish, you can actually fish up stuff that you use for cooking, stuff that gives you buffs, and you can fish up trophies, and I'll talk to you about that in just a second. Let's wait and see what we catch this time. Now, it is random, of course, but you do have a skill, and I'll show you that in just a minute under the Hobbies tab. There we go. Let's click on that. Fight with the fish. What did I get? Oh, I got another one. Oh, I'm very happy about that. Got myself a minnow that time, so it's slightly different. There it is, but again, junk. What you can do is you can get trophies, and if you take them to a taxidermist, I'm trying to see if I've actually got a trophy in my bags here. Lord knows I've got everything else. No, okay, I don't have any. You can actually put them as trophies on your wall. Now, if I can somehow get into my house, which I don't think I can because it's locked out because I haven't paid the upkeep, you'd see that I have some fishing trophies mounted, stuffed on my wall. Very, very cool. So it's like a bit of an ode to all of my fishing exploits. There we go. We got that one. Alright, so that is fishing. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put my staff back on. Let's equip that one. Where does it go? There it is, post off. That's the one I was after. Alright, just going to have a quick check of the comments now. I haven't looked at them for a while. Alright, why do people ask questions about other games on here? I have no idea. Are you able to get flying mounts? Says the Saints. No, you're not in Lord of the Rings Online. That doesn't fit in the universe, really. Wow, you guys are weird. Kill Switch 46. When are you going to do a Rift Live event? I don't know why people ask that on a LotRO live stream. That's bizarre. Are you going to continue the Star Wars Let's Play? Says the Psycho Nomad. Okay, here's one I will answer. The Yix Machine says, how would you say this game is content-wise? Because I've always wanted to play for some time. Right, I was talking about that earlier, if you missed it. There's more content in this game than World of Warcraft, actually. That's how much content is in this game. It is huge. So, I hope that answers your question. I still haven't got through all the content in this game, and I've been playing it for 5 years. There you go. You a man dude 777 says, oh, by the way, didn't know you were actually from New Zealand. Sorry for calling you an Aussie. Well, I'm an honourable Aussie now. That's okay. What else have we got here? Constellation Price says, are you a hoarder, Sambo? I sure am a hoarder. Death Rider 24 says, my question, do you have a house in the game? I know you can buy them. Yes, I do. And I showed you that at the beginning of the episode, so if you want to see that, check out the recorded version. I'm not going to repeat it because that would be boring for everyone that was here. Yes, I have a house and a guild hall. There we go. And it's rated after number 2. If you're a LotRO fan, you wouldn't hesitate. Yes, that's correct. So there you go. I hope that helps. So I'm sorry that you're not seeing this at a sunrise or a sunset, because the view here with the blood red sky on the water, and you can't see it here, but there's beautiful forest all around here. It is just amazing, and yeah, sorry you missed that. That was bad timing on my behalf. Now, to answer another question I know that will come up is, can you swim underwater? No, you can't. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to basically quick travel back to a major town, and I'm going to go show you the Shire and Bag End and the party tree, because a number of you were asking after that, and then we're going to do some skirmishing, and I'll show you about that as well in just a minute. There we go, some crafting. Alright, now by the way, I am going to have to get rid of stuff in my bags if I go skirmishing, because you get stuff. So that's alright, let's have a look and see where we can go in terms of quick destinations. I've got a map travel. Now by the way, those of you who have played the game, you used to actually have a map. Now what you have is a return skill. I'm trying to blimmin' find it. Let's go into our skills. If I can find our skills. Where are they? Come on, don't lag. There we go. Alright, let's go to our skills. Here we go. And get rid of all of these other ones. My crafting, my social skills. There we go. I'm looking for... Where is it? I'm pretty sure I put it out in my hotbar the other day. Maybe I didn't. Looking for this. It's now a skill, by the way. You don't have to actually have a map. Just for those of you who have played in the past. There it is, return home. Now why have I not got that on my hotbar? That's bizarre. Okay, I'm going to unlock my hotbar. There we are. It is now unlocked. I'm going to drop that. I'm going to put it down here. Oh, I do have it on my hotbar. What an idiot. Alright, there we go. So I'm going to return home. Now currently my home is... Oh, where is it? Estelden. Okay, well, I could go there, or we could go to Rivendell. Well, there you go. There's my first question for you guys. Wherever we go, I just want to go to some iconic place. And no, you know what? Actually, I'm going to go to Estelden. I'm sorry, I'm going to go there first. We can still go to Rivendell if you want to. Here we are, reading my map. Because there's a bunch of stuff there that is great for utility, and it also allows us to fast travel back to other places. And I want to take you to the Shire or something like that. Any chance we'll get to see some Orcsies? There sure is when we go into our skirmish. So there you go. Macredible says, notice that your skill bar is exactly the same as mine. There you go. Brig25, got to go to bed. No problem, mate. Thank you very much for coming along. You mad dude 777, how long does the sunrise and sunset take? It's not real time, so it's a lot faster than that, which is great. Alright, now I'm looking for a vendor. Here we go.
What can I do for you?
What can I do for you? You can help us sell some rubbish. And I'm going to get rid of that one. We'll sell that. By the way, this is a great game too because you can lock certain items if you don't want them to sell, which is great. So you can see up the top here, show locked. If I tick that, there we go. They're things that I've said, for goodness sake, do not sell. Whereas all of these other things we can. Silver ore, you know, I'm just going to sell them even though they're not worth much. I should go to the auction house. There is a full auction house in this game. But you know, we haven't got time to do that right now. I would put all this stuff up on the AH, just so you know. Alright, now I'm trying to find the stable master. Ah, here we go. That's who I'm after. And why? That's weird. Right, there we go. Camera keeps flicking around. Oh, it's because I've got them targeted. Whoops. Alright, stable master, let's have a chat with you. Now, here's where we can go and quick travel to. I want to go... Trestle Bridge. No, I want to go to a major place. West Bree. Yeah, I guess we'll go back there because I want to take us to the Shire. So let's travel there. Now, this is how you swift travel. There's swift travel and there's real travel. If we were traveling within the zone, we would quite literally actually ride there. So you get a nice sightseeing tour. But because I'm swift traveling, it's going to basically teleport us there. You'll see in a minute I'm going to disappear. Now, it's not zoning us to another instance or anything. It's literally just fast traveling us. So it's like teleporting. Alright, Killswitch45 says, 1, you're awesome, thank you very much. 2, you're awesome, well, thank you very much. And 3, great commentary. Voice, nothing creepy towards... Well, thank you. I take that as a compliment. Thank you. What is good class to play if you want to play a caster, says WooJosh208. That would be a Runekeeper. Maxwell NYC24 says 3 things... Oh, hang on. Scrolling, the chat's scrolling too fast. Oh, you've been with me since you had 2 subs. Thank you very, very much. There we go. Alright, here we go. Now, if we go to the stable master here, he should have different destination. Here we go. So we've got Hobbiton, we've got Thorin's Gate, which is at the snowy area where the dwarves are. We've got Buckland, which is just outside of Bree where the humans are. And we've got Salondum, which is where the elf area is, which is beautiful there. Oh my lord, it is so beautiful. But let's fast travel to Hobbiton. Although I hope... Oh, it's not swift travel. That's a big long ride. Oh, hang on. I think that's going to take us way too long than we've got for this. Yeah, it's going to... Yeah, look, it's going to take us all the way through here to the west. It's going to take us through the Shire and then end up at... Oh, bugger. I thought it might have been a swift travel. Have we got anywhere that's swift travel? Let's see. I'm just trying to find if there's somewhere nearby. Thorin's Gate. South Bree. No, there isn't. Damn. Damn it. Oh, here we are. Mitchell Delving. There we go. That's a hobbit place. I'll go there for you. There we go. That's a swift travel place. Yep, the Prancing Pony, Regular24. We've already been there. We started off the episode there. So once this stream has finished, you'll be able to see that at the beginning of the recording. So I don't want to repeat stuff that folk have already seen. I'm sure you'll understand. Alright, so look, this is the last place we go because I do want to explain Skirmishes, and that's going to get us into some heavy full-on combat. And this will be the last location that we visit before we do that. So if you've been looking for some combat action, then you're about to find it. Here we are coming into Mitchell Delving. You can see the areas over there with crafting. This is where you actually zone in. There's a stable master. Let's have a chat.
Good day.
There you go. That is what the hobbits actually sound like. Let's mount up and go for a little bit of a jaunt around here. I love the music, by the way. There's a little hobbit running along. Hello, she's trying to jump up on the fence. Fiddle Dee. Hello. Let's wave hello to her. There you go, you wave. And yes, you can emote while you're mounted. It's very cool. Alright, so in here we've got a training hall. We've got the vendor hall. Look at them. Tiny little hobbit areas. They're so cool. And I think there's also an auction house up the top here, if I remember rightly. Can't remember. It's been a while since I've been here. We can have a look at the map and we can see what's around. I know there's an awesome area for crafting where they've got the superior oven and stuff, and I think that's what that is up here. And again, this game here, especially playing in this area, always makes me starving, especially when you go to cook. Oh, now speaking of which, let's see if I've actually got cooking. What am I? I am... Oh, where are they? My abilities. Get rid of that. What am I? A tailor, prospector. Oh, Okay, so I do refining and smelting. Sorry, I'm not a chef on this one. A lot of my other characters are cooks, and I really wanted to show you that. You can see someone here is about to do some cooking. There we go. They are a hunter, by the way. I wonder if they're probably preparing to cook. But you literally bring out the saucepan and you stir, and it's very cool. There's someone else. Who are they? I wonder if they're going to start cooking. They're very high level. They are level 75, a level 75 champion. Oh, it doesn't look like anyone's going to cook in a hurry. Never mind. But in this little area we also have things like the auction house, a whole bunch of trainers. I think there's a vault here for your bank, etc, etc. But look at this. I mean, oh, by the way, that person in white means that they are role-playing, by the way. So you can engage actively in role-playing. There's a lot of role-playing in Lord of the Rings Online, as you might imagine. But it's completely consensual. Don't worry, you're not going to get attacked by a whole bunch of people going, "Thou dost, would you like to cometh over to the market?" And no, it's not like that at all. Don't worry. Right, so here we go. We've got a vault keeper there. So this is the vault. This is my bank, and you've got shared storage. You've got a wardrobe, all your housing equipment.
Hello there.
Hello there. My vault is chocker full, as you can see. And by the way, you can either look at all these chests. You've got a main chest. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You've got heaps and heaps of chests that you can actually have as well. Oops, I don't want to rename that. But my vault is sadly full. So yes, I'm a pack rat. Oh, have we got a sun? I think the sun's about to come up. Oh man, if that's the case, then I've really messed up, haven't I? Alright, what I want to do is quickly see if we can run over to Hobbiton. Now there's many ways of getting to Hobbiton, by the way. We'll go this way. Around here. You can actually take... Oh, actually, I think we can we take a shortcut through here? Pretty sure I can. Because I really do want to try and show you Bag End. And of course we can go in and see you-know-who. Did the Rise of the Isengard expansion add any new classes? No, it didn't. Constellation Prize, no. Sambo, we're on the same server. The Odinmon says, "Can I friend you?" Of course you can. Of course you can. I've got many characters. I do have a Seraphis on this server, by the way. Now, not that this is the Sanderson's farm, and there are a number of very famous chicken quests that are in here, by the way. It's very cool. But when you're actually doing your crops, it looks like this. This isn't a crafting area here, but it does look like that, and they show up on the map as crafting areas. And like I say, it is amazing. You actually go into the field, you scatter the seeds. It is awesome. I love it. It is definitely Animal Crossing type stuff. Here we go. You can see I've got a little marker on my map. It's showing me that Hobbiton is 500 meters away, and there are pointers to other places. Mitchell Delving is over there. We've got Waymeet. We've got Tuckborough over there, etc, etc. It's great interface, by the way. It didn't used to be so crash hot, but now it is an awesome interface for getting around in the world. You're never going to get lost, and like I say, there are so many iconic places. You can actually chart the journey of the Fellowship and them with the ring. That's what you pretty much are doing in the game, and all of those iconic locations are without doubt in the game, just if you're wanting to know. Whether you've watched the movie or read the books, it doesn't matter. It'll all be familiar to you. Alright, here we are coming up on southern Hobbiton. Here we are, and this is basically the centre of Hobbiton here. And it may look a little unfamiliar. That's okay. The familiar places will come up. Here's someone with a quest, by the way. I've got low-level quests turned on, and these are tasks. This is new to the game, these task boards here. And you can see that they're only available to players within 4 levels of the minimum offering. So I'm not going to be able to do any here. But they're basically like daily tasks. It's very, very cool. I love it. So like in other MMOs, you know, where you do dailies. Yes, that's what this is. Now there's cool, really cool fishing spots over there, the barter vendor, on the lake. And in fact, you know what, we're just going to quickly... Oh, this will do, I guess, as a view. The view here on the river as the sun sets, I know it doesn't look like much now. Honestly, you know me, I mean, I like my views. I'm going to go ahead and say it's possibly one of the most breathtaking views I've ever seen in a game, and I've screenshotted it from this angle so many times. It is amazing. Harvest Moon, not Animal Crossing. Well, you can do it in Animal Crossing as well. Hello. Yes, you can. But yes, definitely like Harvest Moon. Anyway, yeah, that view is jaw-dropping. I challenge anyone to find a better view. In fact, what I'm going to do is post up my screenshot. I'll try and remember to do it after the stream. I'll put it on Twitter, and you tell me what you think. Alright. Okay, up here is where we're getting into familiar territory. You guys may or may not recognize this particular tree. And you may or may not recognize the area. There we go, we're at the party tree. And of course, you know what happened here. It's the opening of Lord of the Rings, the movie. This is where Gandalf comes in, and where they have their party, and where they do the dragon fireworks up there, etc, etc. This is where he gives his speech. And of course there's cooking over here. These are actual crafting stoves. You can actually do crafting here. It is so cool. I love it. That's where this is. And throughout the year they actually have festivals here where you have a bunch of quests, and it's basically like being in that part of the movie. It is just awesome. I love it. And again, my apologies for the fact that we're seeing this at night time. It's not so crash hot. But if you are an aficionado of the books or the movies, you'll know, there's someone else running away, you'll know what is up above the party tree, won't you? Yep, let's go through this little innocuous hole here in the wall. We'll go along this little road. And by the way, all of this does faithfully follow Lord of the Rings geography as drawn by J.R.R. Tolkien, just so you know. Alright, let's dismount, because what have I found? I've found Bag End. And look at this, we've got Lotho Sackful Baggins, and we've got Lobelia Sackful Baggins. Why can't I talk? Over here are some of the other and most amazing views. If we sit, you can actually sit in these. If I click on sit, let's try it. Oh, sorry, I thought I was in the chair. Never mind. I've sat here many a time and just watched the sunrise. Now, I don't know if you're going to be able to see that on the stream, but seeing the sunrise over the Shire there, with its massive draw distance, is another jaw-dropping moment. It is just amazing. I'm guessing that if you like good views and you like long walks on the beach, there you go, Killswitch46, that's absolutely right. Bilbo is an old halfling, that's right. Now it's getting lighter here actually. I've come here too early. What I might do is we might go on our skirmish from here, because that means we'll come back here after the skirmish. And we don't know, maybe we'll actually see some better lighting, not sure. Anyway, let's go inside Bag End. You can see it's there under the tree, and it goes for quite a way. Can you go inside? Yes, you can. In we go. Of course, we're having to basically bend over the whole way because it's so tall. And don't worry, yes, I'm going to show you the shop as well very quickly in a minute. Here we are. Love the music. Doesn't it look great? Seriously, this is Bilbo's study here. There's fire and his paintings. And by the way, we can make these tapestries and paintings as a crafter in the game and put them in our own house as well. If you have a Hobbit themed house, it's going to look pretty much like this, so you know. And the elves and the dwarves have different styles of houses as well. Looks like Bilbo's not home at the moment. No. That's okay, I wonder where he is. Cough, cough. I was hoping to see a trophy on the wall so I could show you what the trophies sound like, look like rather, but couldn't see one there. Never mind. Now they are the only places that are instanced, by the way, the indoors. The rest of the game, no, it's fully open world for most of it, for the most part. All right, the LotRO Store. Oh look, 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 look! The sky is turning red. Oh, this is going to be good. This is going to be good. Let's sit down. Oh, hey, I wanted to show you a couple of other emotes too, sorry, before we go any further. I've got a very special one. I love this one. It's called Fish Slap. And you have to earn this one. Come on, emote. I love that. And when you do it to somebody, it actually slaps them on the face. That is so cool. I love it. I love these guys laugh as well. I love that. But look, folks, the sun is coming up. That is amazing. Hey, Regina J. Lacerta, a big hello to you. In fact, Reggie, this is for you. That's especially for you. That's a giggly fish slap just for you. Now, by the way, I just want to see if there's any dances here. Elf, is it Dance Elf 1? Oh, I can't remember how I do the dances. I think there's here's a list of all the emotes, by the way. Check it out. You ready? Keeps going, keeps going, keeps going, keeps going, keeps going, keeps going. There we go. That's how many emotes are in this game. It's just amazing. Let's see if I've got... Here we go. Dance elf. This is an elf dance. I've got a whole bunch of them. I've got dance elf. You have to earn these dances. When you start the game, you pretty much only have the one dance. So, yeah. This has taken a lot of work to get these. Hobbit dance. Let's see a hobbit dance. Oh, look, the sun's going to take too long to come up, by the way. Damn it. Don't they lock their doors in the Shire? They absolutely do not. Hello, Tigerhawk Rosebud, by the way. Nice to hear from you. Alright, let's get on with this. Let's quickly look at the LotRO Store so that you guys know what sort of things you buy in the store. Is that taking a while to come up? There we go. Alright, so it's all broken down into categories and you can just buy currency if you want. Again, remember folks, you don't have to buy anything. You can earn it all in the game. That is a great thing about this game. But look, we've got account-wide stuff, we've got character-based stuff, so you can buy virtues, emotes, you can buy different emotes, you can buy skills, buy vault storage. Again, all the stuff you can just earn in the game if you want. Buy crafting recipes. Let's have a look at the recipes. So let's say I'm a cook. Cool. I want to go in here and I want to get my expert stuff. Oh, it knows that I can't do it. Sorry, my bad. I thought it would just show it anyway. Let's go into a craft that I am good at. So let's go into, say, foresting. Tier 2 journeyman. And what's in here? Okay, it's going to show me this. I can buy a log holder decoration recipe for my house. Because remember, you can have housing in this game. And I do have a house. Whether or not I can get there or not, I'm not sure. Because it's probably locked out. And I can have a log holder in front of my fire. What does that mean? It means I can craft it, and it says who crafted it. In the guild hall, I can craft stuff, and people get to find out who actually crafted it, etc., etc., etc. Let's have a look on the best sellers here, and this will give you an idea. Yeah, a lot of people, it's easy to spend money in here, it is. But again, you do not have to. You can earn everything in-game. It's not a blatant cash shop. It's one of the best cash systems I've ever seen in a game, by the way. This is what's people are buying. So they're buying the Writ of Special Passage. This will be people who aren't subscribed to the game, and they'll buy this for 50 turbine coins, where it allows them to instantly travel and receive free access to all known travel routes. So, and I think that's like an hour. So if you wanted to play for an hour, you just buy that and you can travel anywhere you like. It's pretty awesome. But anyhow, you get the idea. It's not game-breaking stuff, which is fantastic. Oh man, can't believe the sun's going to come up now. Can you believe it? Anyway, we need to get on to Skirmishes. Skirmishes is where it's at. So now you've seen the Shire. Reggie, you missed out. Sorry, we were at the Prancing Pony. We've seen Bree. We've run around the world. We've been fishing. We've done a whole bunch of stuff. But you missed it. I'm very sorry. You'll have to watch it on replay. You should have been. You should have got off your broom earlier. Anyway, what we're going to do is have a look at Skirmishes. Okay, so what are Skirmishes? This is new to the game, by the way. Can you walk to Mordor? Yes, you can. And yes, you can be orcs or Uruk-hai. Yes, you can. That's in the PvP side of things. This is new. This is the Dungeon Finder. Yes, it's a complete rip-off of WoW's Dungeon Finder. Do we care? No. You choose your role, and in this case you can see I'm support or damage, and you choose whether you want to be an instance or a skirmish. An instance will match you up with other players. A skirmish will if you want, but it's a solo affair. Skirmishes are solo instances where you get currency and you get rewards, and you can buy awesome cosmetic gear from the skirmish vendors. I love skirmishes. What it's for, what it's designed for, is that you have a limited amount of time. So rather than going and doing a full dungeon run, you say, I just want to hop in, do a quick skirmish, get some rewards, have fun, it's a challenge, and then log out again. It is great. I love them. If you don't want to do the simple finder there, you can go to the advanced finder and say, hey, I want to do skirmishes, not instances. I want to do them with 1, 2, 3, or 6 people, and I want the difficulty tier to be 1, 2, or 3. You choose. Or if we go into specific, we can actually choose. Here we go, and depending on the size, choose which particular instance we want to do or which skirmish we want to do. So in our case, we're wanting to do skirmishes. Do I want to do the Siege of Gondomar? That's a defensive style skirmish. Or do I want to do, you know, the Trouble in Tuckborough, which is an offensive style one? You know, attack at dawn, you name it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into the advanced one, and I'm going to say I only want to do one. I want to do like one player. I want to do a skirmish, and I want to be nice and easy. And that's it. And once I actually choose that, and say, do I want to be support or damage, it brings up and says, okay, if you're damage, then you can do these two. If you're support, you can do these ones, etc., etc. Now, it just so happens they're both the same. But before we do that anymore, the rewards that you get, and you come as traits. And you can see, by the way, a whole bunch of stats here, which is very cool. But here's the traits. And the traits are slotted onto a soldier that you get. You get to actually choose a soldier, and you take them with you in a skirmish. So they're like a little companion, like a henchman in Guild Wars. And what you do is you slot your traits into the role that you'd like that particular henchman, or soldier in this game as it's called, to be. Now I've chosen mine to be a herbalist, which is a healer. You could have an archer, you can have a banner guard, which is a buffing class, you could have a sage, which is like a mage basically, or a protector, which is like a tank. And you can see you can choose man, woman, hobbit lad, hobbit lass, elf sire, elf maiden, or a dwarf, because there are no female dwarves in J.R.R. Tolkien lore. I've chosen to have an elf like mine. No, hang on, I think it was a... Oh, I can't remember. We'll soon find out when we summon her. And you actually slot in their attributes. And you can see here, if we go over to the skill, if I go over to Herbalist, these are the things that I've earned. So you can see I've got Refreshing Herbs, Nature's Power. These are the skills that slot on the henchman. So, you know, speaking of Regina J. Lacerda, it's like having a henchman, except you completely control its look, and what powers it has, and what role it has, like completely. It's almost as if you have another character. And here's all of its training. So you can see here I've given it light armor training. We could give it parry training. We could give it any of these that are down here. Tactical potency, you name it. There's heaps of them. And then ones that actually affect me. I've given myself this one here. I'm more powerful while leading soldiers in a skirmish. So I get 57 more armor, etc., etc. You earn all these, you have to spend them, and you stick them in here, basically. So you've got, you can see I've got another training slot that's actually opened up here. So training slot has become free. If I go to training, I want to see what I've gotten here. I actually only have the one skill, so I'm going to go and train some more, because I want to put something from here in the slot of my little healer so that they have, you know, better skills. I know it's a bit of a roundabout way of explaining it. Just trust me, it is totally customizable, and it is awesome. Now, because we're going to go into battle, what I want to do is I'm going to bring out my tank. So let's bring out Winnie the Pooh, Winnie the Bear. Where is she? There she is. Hello, you. Oh, I miss you, Winnie. We're going to give her a defensive buff at this point. Alright, and I'm going to give myself some buffs. I love the spell effects in this game. You can see they're actually writing in Elven up the top there. It's very cool. And again, you know what? You guys forgot. I should have been, when we were running around, oh, can you believe it? I should have been in my riding outfit. Silly me. So let's actually put that on. Where are we? Go away. Outfit number 1. There we go. That's my riding outfit. So while we're out adventuring, this is what I actually use. When we're fighting, I like to use my my other one, which has got my backpack on it. It's got my crafting gear, all that sort of thing. So let's equip that. Alright, just going to quickly check the questions before we carry on into a skirmish. So happy they added that, says the Odin Man. That's right. Yes, my bear is called Winnie there, Reggie. I remember when it was put in WoW, made life easier. That's right, the Dungeon Finder is the best thing ever in this game. It is fantastic. So let's use that. Oh, hey, by the way, another thing. All of these things down here are customizable. What I actually have on my bar down the bottom here is totally customizable by actually choosing it yourself. You can actually say, I want to have the deeds on that button. I want to have the titles on that button. You can do what you like. It is absolutely fantastic. Alright, so let's open up the Instance Finder again. Here we go. And let's see, I want to go to advanced. I'm going to say put me in a skirmish, 1 player, easy level because I haven't played it for a while. And I want to go, yes, I want to play support or damage, doesn't really matter because I can be either of those. And I want to choose, now the Siege of Gondomar, here's a choice for you guys by the way. The Siege of Gondomar is in the Dwarven area where we basically have to survive a whole bunch of inbound waves of orcs and stuff. Trouble in Tuckborough, no, actually I want to go to Trouble in Tuckborough, that's really cool, that's got orcs and it's a very beautiful place, let's go there. There we go, it's come up and it says you've been matched. Yes, I want to go in, I am ready, and we're off. So again folks, remember, it's as easy as that. You just choose which one you want to go to, dive in, and you're in this is like a big scripted instance, and it's only going to last about 15-20 minutes, and it's a great way of doing stuff aside from roaming the world, exploring, crafting. Here we go.
Siege to the great smeals of Tuckborough. Provisions are running low, and time is running short.
Alright, so you can see it's the morning and the blood red sky here in Tuckborough by the way, and that's going to change as we go throughout the skirmish. Now we're going to get a whole bunch of objectives as we do go through this, and again this is just one scenario, so think of it like a mini scenario, a mini instance, and there are heaps of them in the game, and this is just with me. Now I could play it with a friend if I was logged in with Reggie, and hello there by the way, who's that? Katsumanin? Nice to see you. Yeah, if I was logged in here with Reggie, we could do this as a duo, or I could do it with a big party. It's fantastic. And remember, this is different to instances in the game, which are more like traditional instances in other games, where you actually join up in a fellowship and take 6 of you and do a massive big run, and there are raids and all the rest of it. This is just for the casual player, if you want to hop in, have some fun, and hop out again. It is great. So I'm going to go on the defensive with Winnie for now. Now, don't forget, folks, I also have my bird, my raven, and my lynx cat. I'm going to see how we go. If we cream through these guys, I'm actually going to summon my lynx and we'll go on the offense. But remember, what I can do is summon my soldier. Here we go. There she is. That is my soldier, and again, I am dictating what she looks like. I'm also dictating her class, all of her skills, her stats. She's like basically a second character of mine. Now, she will be autonomous. She's inheriting the Herbalist's Attention buff that I've given her earlier. I've also got a couple of skills down here that I can override with. She will go on autopilot, but I can say to her, direct my soldier to engage the selected foe. So if I really want her to go and attack someone, I can. And this one here is Herbalist. Call upon your soldier to assist you in battle. And that basically is like a nice big heal, if you like. But otherwise, her role is a healer. Winnie's tank here, Winnie's role rather is tank. And we've got abilities here that I can activate as well, like a Roaring Challenge here. That actually grabs the aggro. I've also got another one here. Where is it? I've got lots of skills for her. There we go, Shatter Arms. I'm gonna, yeah, that's an, what does that do? Hey. Alright, so he was telling us the story. Sorry about that. This skill applies an armor debuff. But I'm going to put them on autopilot. Let's see if we can do that. Going to right click. Hey, why won't that go on autopilot? I honestly don't know. Maybe it's because it's locked. Oh, there we go. That one's on autopilot. Right, so the Roaring Challenge I actually can't, but he's going to apply an armor debuff. He's also obviously going to go in there and just attack and get the aggro, which is great. But obviously Roaring Challenge is an ability I need to trigger myself, so that's okay. Alright, I'm going to lock that bar again. There we go. Let's do this thing. We will get objectives. You can see up the top here it says free the southern hillside, the western, and also free Hyacinth's entranceway. And you can see we've actually got them as quests here. You can see what we get as reward, which is a rep in this case. And if we look on the map, this is the other cool thing. It's actually going to show us here where our objectives are. Alright, so they are capture points, and that's what we need to follow. So let's do this thing. I'm going to give myself some buffs. And yes, Macredible, you are dead right. You can buy different ones. I've got white ravens, I've got snow leopards, all that sort of stuff. And here we go. These are our first foes. Do some cracked earth on them. Now, I could, but I probably won't go through and explain what all of my skills are doing here. But again, I'm a support class that debuffs. I also have some pretty devastating attacks as well, like this one and this one. That there does a lot of damage. I can also suck their power out of them. You can see that's what I'm doing now. That boosts my own power. Yikes. And hopefully our healer is doing themselves a good job. Now I've just CC'd one of those horrible orc kinds there. I'm going to get her to attack. Now you can see that Winnie there is getting a little bit beaten up, so I'm going to use this, transfer some of the power to morale to both yourself and your companion. This is me healing with an inner flame. You can see the stream of green there coming onto myself and the bear, and that's utilizing my power. Morale in this game is health, by the way, if you wanted to know. Right, so that's how I heal myself and my pet. There we go, so we got ourselves a bunch of XP there, and we defeated them. I'm going to go up the top here. Let's see if we can send in the bear. So I can send him in separately, of course. Now I can also transfer a portion of my power to an ally or a companion. So you can see, for example, Winnie there has low power, so I'm going to do that. That's morale, and this is power. There we go. So you can see her power bar went up heaps then. So I'm very much a utility class. And by the way, look at that blood red sky. Isn't it amazing? Alright, off you go, Winnie. Interesting comment there from Niles Knight. Game looks a bit boring. Then stop watching. I don't know. Go back to Modern Warfare 3. Bye. That's that. Let's fix that. Excuse me one sec, guys. Let's do some maintenance. There we go. Thank you, Killswitch46. Same to you. Alright, so here's the first capture point. You can see it's basically, we have to capture 3 of these. So once I get this, there we go. And now that I've got this, we've got a couple of bounders, some hobbits that have come out to help us. And they're going to launch a counterattack. Now, when this counterattack comes in, by the way, sometimes you can get epic level mobs, huge big trolls that come out. It is really epic. They are huge. When I say huge, they are massive. They come lumbering down here. It is random though, so we may or may not get some of those epic ones today. And you can see also that we've got to try and keep these bounders alive as well, by the way. Because if we can, we get bonuses. There we go, took down that one. Trying to get my Winnie to attack some deliberate ones there. Going to suck some power out of that little orc kind down there, that goblin. Because you can see there, see his little bar going down. That means he won't actually be able to use any of his special abilities, which is fantastic. Throw up a flare there, which crowd controls undead, so I didn't mean to actually throw that. There we go. Now we've got a second wave coming through. I'm going to actually transfer some of my health and power to Winnie. There we go. Alright, here comes some bigger mobs. And I'm going to get Winnie to do a roar. Watch this. There you go. Now that, of course, is basically getting aggro. So as you can tell, we're on the defense now. Oh, and I got killed! There we go. So not sure if my... Let's see, is my... I was going to say, is the healer up? No, she's down, so I'm going to unfortunately not be able to be rezzed. Because she can do that. Bring her out, there we go. Let's see if we can actually bring our links out this time. So we'll do some DPS. Yeah. Hello, Lynx. Now, Boots is the name of my Lynx, by the way. That's her there. Hello, Boots. And Boots is in stealth mode at the moment. Now, she does huge amounts of DPS. Whoops. Huge amounts of DPS, so maybe that'll help us get through. Now, again, I'm looking at the time, and we're running out of it, so probably won't finish off this skirmish, unfortunately. But at least we'll get through this, so you get an idea of what they're like. Let's send her in to attack. Yeah, surprise attack. Watch this. You'll see the Lynx. There he goes, sneaking up. Bang! Massive amounts of damage. Now I'm going to use this Wisdom of the Council soon if I get overrun. Oh dear, it looks like Boots didn't make it. Oh, health, 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 health. Oh, just as I clicked it. Can you believe it, folks? And it took me down. Oh my gosh, yes, there was a compliment there. My lord. Anyway, I think you can tell that we're not going to get too far in this one. That is what a skirmish is, though, folks. There's objectives would have to go further through Tuckborough, and we would end up with a big boss at the end. And as you saw before, there are a whole bunch of them. They're just lots and lots of fun. But clearly I've bitten off more than I can chew there. What I want to do is hop out if I can. Leave instance. There we go. Because hopefully it'll take us back to Bag End, where we're going to see some nice scenery as the sun rises. And by the way, Regina J. Lacerda, I've got a surprise for you. That something that we did at the beginning of the episode, which I'm going to repeat to take us out, which is especially for you, which I know you're going to love about Lord of the Rings Online. We'll see you later, Kill Switch. One of my favourite parts of LotRO. As we wait for it to load in, let's hope that the sun has come up in Bag End. Oh, look at this. It's coming up slowly. Very nice. So what I need to do is I need to get us down to the water's edge and do some fishing so that you guys can see the sun coming up on... See you later, by the way, Sackful Baggins. See the sun coming up over that lake that I was telling you about here in the Shire. Reggie, we're in the Shire. If you don't know, this is Bag End. Whee! I want to hurry up. I'm going to cut through the farmland because it's over there. Oh, by the way, I'll be able to show you some of the crafting areas, which is farmland, as we go through. Here we are, now entering Hobbiton Bywood. Seriously, this game is awesome just for actually running around, and it's amazing. Alright, so here's a workbench for a cook. Here is someone actually sorting their seeds. There we go. Supreme Master. I don't know if you can see that on the YouTube live stream, but they're actually... Can you hear it? They're sorting their seeds out. What they will be doing very shortly is going over here and planting them. There's a novice farmhand, planting them in this field as crops that they will actually be able to grow and harvest. And again, once they harvest them, they'll then be able to use them in cooking, in crafting, for making materials, you name it. But look at this. Look at this. How amazing does it look? Seriously, this game is one of the most pretty games I've ever seen. In fact, but when I was saying before it was outdone by Final Fantasy XIV, I'd actually go as far to say that it actually equals it, even though this game is 5 years old. By the way, Reggie, you would have missed this before. This game it's its birthday today. Today it is 5 years old. How awesome is that? And I love it. I love it. Hello there, Hobby Master and Fishing Supplier.
Good day. How may I help you?
Hello, don't you love hobbits? Alright, so you can see they're the ones that I bought my basic fishing rod from, by the way, which is very cool. Let's see what the Hobby Master has to say. Probably nothing because I've already got the hobby. Yeah, there we go, thought so. Alright, but look at this, you guys are in for a treat. It's time for me to do some fishing as the sun comes up in Hobbiton, in the Shire, in the Lord of the Rings Online. Seriously, it is amazing. So let's grab our rod, which looked like that. Yep, here we go. And let's see what we can catch. Shall I change my outfit just for you guys? Here we go. Oops. Let's go. Oh, and I forgot to use it while I was riding. Silly me. Anyway, here we go. Let's do some fishing. And when you look at that view, seriously. I used to come here to this very spot after a day's work and just fish and relax with my friend. We would park ourselves up here, we would catch fish, we would then hop into the forest over there and hunt some boar. And by the way, I got myself, what did I get myself? A rudd! Oh, that's fantastic. Let's have a look at that. Not a Phil rudd, Reggie, you'll know all about that. Oh, and it's not one I don't think that we can use in cooking. So we would do some fishing here, we'd go off into the forest, we'd gather wood, we would gather meat and stuff from the forest. We would then go over to Hobbiton in the background. Oh, gosh, already caught something. What is it? Yep, got another one. That's because my fishing's actually quite good, by the way. That's why. Got ourselves a minnow. And again, we would then basically go over to the field. She would plant her stuff, and we would grow her crops to make some herbs and spices. We would then head over to town, and we'd either go to town or the party tree, or there's a big cooking area just down here as well, by the way. And we would cook up a feast, and we would tell stories and eat pies and all the rest of it and get drunk, because drinking is a big part of Lord of the Rings Online. It is just amazing. What's our name? I want to add you. My main character on here is Seraphis, S-E-R-A-P-H-I-S. And yes, happy birthday to the Lord of the Rings, woohoo! There you go. Are there boats you can fish in? Well, you can stand in boats, but you don't go out on them, if you know what I mean. So there we go, look at it. You know what, as the sun comes up, it's going to get even more blood red. It is just amazing. But yes, it's if you like Lord of the Rings Online, if you like open world, don't take that wrong, by the way, there are thousands upon thousands upon thousands of quests still in this game. And in fact, if we'll open up my quest log in just a minute. Did I catch something again? Yep, what did I get this time? What did I get? Another minnow. Alright, if I open up my quest log, that's the deed log, there we go, the quest log, you'll see that I have so many quests hung over from other places that I just haven't had a chance to go and see. It is amazing, seriously. There are just so many of them. There are thousands of quests. There is so much content in this game, more than WoW, like I said. Look at that view, folks. It is amazing as the sun comes up on the water. I love it. Now, Reggie, this is especially for you. What I'm going to do, you probably don't know about this, but you can actually have instruments in this game. So what I'm going to do is equip my guitar. And I'm going to play something. You'll hear me thumping the keys. Alright, now this is me playing. And in this game, I was explaining this earlier, you can play drums, you can play a bass, you can play a double bass, you can play flute, you can play lutes, you can play, oh, you name it, harps. But this is what we're going to go out on, folks, because I can see we're well over time now, as we pan around the beautiful sights and sounds of Lord of the Rings Online, in a game that I haven't done it justice. In this hour and 45 minutes that we've been streaming here, I'm on the Elendilmer server, by the way, Constellation Prize, there you go. I have not done this game any justice. We're going to have to come back to Lord of the Rings Online. Remember, it is free to play, folks. Totally free to play. It is not free to play to a certain level. It is completely free to play. And anything that you need to purchase with in-game currency, you can do so by earning deeds in the game. You do not have to spend a single cent, and I mean that. It is absolutely incredible. And look what you're missing out on. It is beautiful. But anyway, what we're going to do, Reggie, is go out on a song. So let's see. See if you recognize this one, Reggie. Let's see. This is for you. There you go. That was especially for you, and we'll give ourselves a nice little bow. Thank you very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. There you go. Look at what is behind me, folks. Do you see what I mean? That is what you're missing out on in this game. So anyway, I certainly hope you guys enjoyed this episode of our Let's Play older MMOs. In fact, you know what? I'm actually going to go out on another theme song. Let's see if this is the one. No, I'm trying to play, hang on. No, give me a second, because it's beautiful, I love this one. Play. There we go. There we are. This is what we will go out on. So folks, again, I urge you, if you've never played Lord of the Rings Online before, for goodness sake, just go download it. It's completely free to play. If you like Lord of the Rings, if you like your hobbitses and your pies and your nosy neighbours and your elves, if you like questing with Gandalf and Aragorn, if you like fighting the Nazguls at the top of Weathertop, this game is epic. I actually have about 2,600 hours of playtime in this, and I can't recommend it enough. I absolutely can't. So we'll be back and we'll do some more stuff in this game another day. But I'd like to thank you all very much for joining me on this live stream. Do hope you're having an awesome day wherever in the world you are. I do look forward to seeing you next time in the next one, which, by the way, is with Regina J. Lacerta and myself in, I think it's about 2 days from now, and we'll be doing a League of Legends again as we get our rears handed to us on a plate. But in the meantime, folks, take care. We will see you next time, and bye-bye.